Hey guys, I'm Jessie and today I am going to be doing another tag video for you. I was tagged to do the Umbrella Academy tag by Chelsea at Chelsea Zhao. I'm sorry if I am saying your last name wrong because I can't pronounce anything. She came up with this tag. This is her original tag that she did in celebration of the second season of Umbrella Academy coming out very, very soon. Y'all, I am so excited for the second season to come out. I adored the first season. I watched it like 2 different times all the way through. I absolutely love it. I want to pick up the graphic novels. I have not yet. I know they're like significantly different, but I don't care. I need to have them. I need to own them. I am going to get them. Like, I'm also a huge fan of Gerard Way. Like, back in the day, My Chemical Romance was like my jam. So the fact that the original graphic novels were created by Gerard Way, who is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, like that is what originally stood out to me and like why I started watching the show in general. And then it hooked me. Like, it's so weird and it's like dark superheroes that aren't really heroes. It's just so good. Like, it's a really weird show. Like, if you haven't seen it, like, just go get yourself on Netflix and binge the whole series. Like, it is so, so good. You have time to binge it before season 2 comes out. So I recommend you going and doing that. But I am going to do this tag and we're going to jump into these questions. Alright, the first question is number 1, Space Boy, aka Luther. I'm thinking this is about the moon. Name a character you are obsessed with, even if others might not see why. And for me, that is going to be, no surprise, Misaki from Sword of Kaijin. She is just amazing. Like, she's a mother and she's a mother to 4 boys, and I have a boy and I have a girl too, but it's just there's something in this book that calls to the boy mom side of me and something that I relate to so much, and I am just obsessed with her character in this book. And I feel like if you are a mom, you need to read this. Like, if you're a mom that reads fantasy, sci-fi, like, pick this up. It is so, so good. Like, you can't help but relate to her. Like, she's this badass who just kind of stops doing things for herself in order to do things for like her children and her family, and she's very self-sacrificing, but like she kind of regrets it, but it's just so good. Number 2 is Diego the Kraken. When he throws knives, Diego never misses. So name a book series or author where all of the books have been a hit. And this will come as like zero surprise to anyone that I am going to go with Brandon Sanderson. Specifically, if we're talking a series, the Mistborn series, because I've finished it and it's completed. I have not completed Stormlight Archives, and the Skyward series is not finished yet. I have never read a bad Brandon Sanderson book. Like, I have never read a Sanderson book that I didn't love. But if we're talking about a completed series, I finished the Mistborn series and just absolutely loved every single book in Era 1 and Era 2. I think there's like another book that's coming out for Era 2 or another book that's planned for Era 2. But we're just sticking with Era 1, even though I actually liked the second era with Wax and Wayne. But yeah, just Sanderson. He just never misses for me. Number 3, The Rumor, Allison. I heard a rumor. Name a book you have not read yet, but you've heard was great. Y'all, I picked up Nevernight recently and bought like the entire series and still have not read it. I have heard such good things about this whole series and just haven't read it yet. but I really want to. Like, I need to just finally, like, get to it and binge read it. And, like, maybe I'll just read, like, all 3 books in a month and just see what happens. But, yeah, I've heard such good things and I just haven't picked it up yet. Number 4, The Seance, aka Klaus. Funny enough, Klaus is my absolute favorite character in the show. Like, absolute favorite. Hey, did I ever tell you about that time that I waxed my ass with chocolate pudding? Lines like that are why he's my favorite character. Just he's the best. And the question is to name your favorite sarcastic asshole or cinnamon roll character. And honestly, mine is both the same. He's a cinnamon roll that turns into a sarcastic asshole, and that is Kate from the Poppy War / Dragon Republic. Like, in the first book, he is definitely more sweet cinnamon roll, and then in Dragon Republic, he becomes much more dark and sarcastic, and I just adore him. He is probably my favorite character in the whole, like, Poppy War series, so R.F. Kuang better not do him dirty in Burning God, because I will riot. My soul will break. Number 5, The Boy. You know what sucks? Going through puberty twice. Name a book from your childhood that you would really like to reread. And I actually have a couple, because I don't know if we would consider it like my childhood, because like I was a teenager, but like I have been wanting to reread The Hunger Games. I've also been wanting to reread Twilight. Like, I keep watching Michael Knipp reread the Twilight books, and I'm like, I need to finally do that. Like, I need to just reread them. But if we're talking about like actual childhood books that I need to reread, I want to reread Seawolf by Jack London. And y'all might be like, bitch, that's not a kid's book. And you're correct. I was a very strange child. I had like a weird obsession with classics as a kid, especially Jack London. Like, he was my absolute favorite author. And I'm talking like as an actual kid, like 9, 10 years old. Like, I loved classics, especially Jack London. And Seawolf, I remember being one of my favorite Jack London books. It's about this man who gets shipwrecked and picked up basically by whalers and like forced to work on their ship in order to like survive, and they're gonna like drop him back off. And it's so good, but it has been so long since I've read it, and like I really just kind of want to pick it up again at some point. And this is like super old. Oh my god, this copy of it is so like old and ugly and janky and yep. Number 6 is The Horror, aka Ben. We all know Ben died too soon, so name a book or series where the hype died down much too quickly. And I think that is an unkindness of magicians. This is a standalone for now. It's supposed to be having a sequel come out, but we haven't heard anything. It was supposed to come out in June, and it's July, and obviously like stuff has gotten pushed back, but we haven't heard anything about a pushback date. Like, we haven't gotten official cover, like we've gotten nothing. But at one point I remember people talking about this a lot more, and then like no one talks about it anymore. But y'all, I love this book, and I am excited for the second book to come out, and I just love this world, and this, I just think it's so well done, and the cost of magic in it is so well done, and like I wish more people were still talking about it. And maybe they will be when the second book ever is like officially announced. And the last question is a spoiler. If you have not watched the show or read the first graphic novel. So just so you're aware, this question is in itself a spoiler for the show. But it's number 7. The White Violin, aka Vanya. Through the whole first season, we think Vanya has no superpowers at all. She's the weakest. Come to find out, she's the strongest. So the prompt for this one is to name a character with greater power than it first appears. And for this, we are going appropriately with Rin from the Poppy War. We all know she's smart. We all know she's strong. But throughout the progression of this book, you learn just how badass and powerful she really is. And then that continues on into the Dragon Republic. She just continues to grow and get stronger and become more of a badass. And I'm curious to see where it goes in the Burning God. Because Ren she's my white violin. She definitely fits the bill of this question, like to a T. All right, well, I had so much fun with this one. If you are a fan of Umbrella Academy, let me know and definitely do this tag. Chelsea did so good coming up with all the questions for it. And I just want to see this circulate and I want to see her get all the recognition. I will link her original video. But yes, if you want to do it. Tag me, tag her, let us know because I want to watch all the videos. Alright, as always, I am Jessie. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!